Hello, Leo. I am Art Kozak. This is Art Kozak Tarot, and this is your reading for March 16th through the 22nd, 2020. The first thing I want to say to you, Leo, is, and delicately say to you, Leo, because this is not criticism, this is not a negative per se, but I'm seeing from the cards here that you may be feeling a little greedy, a little miserly in some respect, and this has to do with something from your past, some good thing from your past. I think even if it's just as a metaphor, this may or may not be your situation, but this is the kind of situation in which perhaps an old friend is trying to contact you and trying to get some of your time, make contact with you, and you're just not giving that up, or there is some situation from your past which is coming back to you, trying to come back to you in a good way, but you really don't feel like you can invest in that. And what the cards are telling me here is that this may be the right judgment that you're making here intuitively. I think the reason that you may be, and this is difficult to say because there's just so much on the table here to deal with, but it may be, in fact, the reason that you're holding back from whatever this is, whatever this old pleasantry, as we say, from your past, that you don't feel like investing in this any further or giving the time to it. This may be your intuition telling you that it's the right thing for you to do, to hold on to your resources right now and to not invest in that right now, because what you're looking at, it may be something that winds up taking more of an investment than you are able to give. Again, if we're going to use the situation, the illustration of an old friend coming back to you, or an old lover, maybe an old girlfriend, old boyfriend, knocking on your door, sending you messages, wanting to, get together, be friends, whatever it is. You may be afraid that this is a situation where the person is going to wind up wanting more of an investment, even more of an investment from you once you do make that initial investment. And it's going to take a much greater commitment than you're capable of right now. So I can see that this is a big concern for you. Let's see if some of the other cards that we're looking at, some of the other things coming up for you in the week, can give you some guidance. I can see that in the past, in the most relevant past to, this may not be the most recent past, but the most relevant events of the past leading up to the coming week, you have been taking an inventory. There was a point where you were taking an inventory, and this has to do with your own stability. This has to do with your own stable foundations, and this may be your marriage, this may be your home, this may be your finances, but I see a point where you were taking a self-inventory to make sure that you yourself were on the firm foundations that you needed to be. That led you to engage in some activity, maybe some frantic activity, in order to bring that to completion, because you may have found that there were some things, particularly in terms of relationships, that needed to be completed so that you could have that firm foundation, okay? So that you could be sure that you brought that up to the level that it needed to be. In the coming week, you are going to be winning a battle this week. This coming week is all about winning a big battle for you. Defending, not just defending yourself, but winning over against strong odds. And at the beginning of the week, you're going to find that there are other people who are working with you very well. This may be in the context of your profession, of your job, of whatever it is you are bound to do. Okay, whether that's for most of us, that would be our jobs. But whatever it is that you are looking at that you see as absolutely necessary, you don't have any other option other than to do this thing, there are going to be people there who are working with you very well. And the people in your life generally are going to be playing more of a mental part in the equation. You may be coming more so from the more passionate side. You may be feeling very passionate in that you feel like you need to win over, that you need to kind of actualize that which you are passionate about. And so there are going to be people there who are ready to charge in on your behalf, who are ready to be that defender for you, but also people who are very in your head. There may be one individual specifically, an authority figure, someone who has a very authoritative mind, who is working with you very well and is working on your behalf. I do see by the end of the week that you are going to reach a point with respect to your passion specifically, where you really are coming to a greater place of competence. You're reaching by the end of the week, there's going to be a significant event in which you really feel that your passions are not just under control in the manner and the way of being repressed. You're not repressing your passions, you're taking them in hand, and you're competent and you're able to go forward with them, okay? There's going to be, by the end of the week, not necessarily but by the end of the week, a significant time in which you feel that you have gained a greater level of competence. And that fire burning within you is matched by the material reality without. Okay? By your hopes and dreams, and your inner fire is matched by your material being in the world and your material capacity to get things done. There is also going to come a point by the end of the week where you realize that in a certain respect, you are kind of out on your own. Even though you have people that are working well with you, and you have people that are working on your behalf, I think by the end of the week, you may be ready to take some time to yourself, just to recover, just to, even though it's a well-won battle that you fought, and even in terms of maybe not just one significant battle, but maybe the week in general might feel like kind of a battle for you. Well, you've won it. You've reached a point of competence, and you're feeling strong. But then you may, by the weekend, feel like it's time to take some time to yourself just to relax, okay? And that may mean really taking time by yourself so that you can feel and comprehend and integrate that new sense of optimism that you have. Because you're going to deserve to have a new sense of optimism by the end of this week. You may be feeling like you are capable of anything, that if you've won out this week, you can win out every week from here on to the end of your life. That might be something that's going through your head, but just take some time by the end of the week to process, okay? Because what you have to process are some very good things. A lot of very good things are happening for you. So I hope something that I've had to say here can be of help to you in the coming week. Reminding everyone, please check out the Wheel of Fortune readings in the playlist section. The Wheel of Fortune readings remain relevant throughout the month. That particular reading is designed specifically to let you know where your opportunities lie for the coming month. So it can be, if necessary, a good counterbalance and a good clarifier for what you're getting here, hopefully. Thank you also for subscribing, for liking this video, and for sharing it with others. Once again, my name is Art Kozak, and I look forward to speaking to you again in the future.